today. I just have a special topic I'm going to talk about, so I guess it's going to be like a hammock talk or a chit chat or whatever. Today's topic is what I can do when my boyfriend's not around to judge me. And please take that term judgment very lightly, because that is not to be put out as an extreme. It is just a word that I'm using to explain what the actual feeling of it is, I guess. But it is not true judgment, that I can tell. So, when my boyfriend's not around, I can come talk to you guys on the screen. I can sing, I can dance, I can feel free, I can do many things in front of people that I'm sometimes uncomfortable to do in front of him. Only because of I feel like I'm going to be judged, or I feel like he's just watching me, like he's kind of like Big Brother, which really in reality he's not. He doesn't care. He doesn't care what I do. I can say whatever I want, I can do whatever I want. He doesn't care. But it's just the fact of not wanting to embarrass myself in front of him, which I should be embarrassing myself the most in front of him. He should be the person that I don't care if I embarrass myself in front of, because I know he's not gonna care. And I know he doesn't care. But I feel like a lot of people have this built up tension because they feel like the people that they're in front of, that they want to think highly of them, that they want to be friends with, they have to be on this A game. And that's not the way that it should be, truly. We should all be able to be who we want to be and just do what we like to do and embarrass ourselves, lose ourselves, but we're happy that way if that's what we're doing. If we're doing something that makes us happy, makes us laugh, it doesn't matter if it's embarrassing. So, I actually had a friend who called me out about it yesterday. He said, you know, every time he walks out of here, you're chatty Cathy. You're saying all types of stuff, talking, but the second he walks in, you're quiet, you're silent, you're listening, but you're just not here. Where do you go? Where do you disappear to when he comes back? And that kind of made me think, like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? Sorry about my curse words. That's a little out there, but whatever. I'll get it out. Just makes me think, what am I doing? Why am I limiting myself in front of people when I can be whoever I want, especially in front of my own boyfriend? But I feel like people have parents who they feel like I want to do everything to make my parents proud and to look good in front of them, but your parents shouldn't matter. They should matter that way, but not to the point where you can't feel like yourself, where you can't do your own thing. People have parents who do that, people who have spouses or family members, like your brothers and sisters, like, okay, maybe I go and sit with my brother and I'm like, okay, I don't want to say this in front of my brother because then he might think I'm some sort of way, or he might think I'm weird. Who cares? Be weird, be crazy, be you. And that's what I have to tell myself sometimes. There's so many things that I limit myself on because I'm like, should I do this in front of these people? Should I just be me? I went to a fun little outdoor concert festival a few nights ago, and I'm like, you know, I love to dance. I love to move my body. But I've danced in front of tons and tons of people. Tons and tons. On stage, performed in front of people. Tons. All the time, throughout my life. I get right out in the middle of a crowd and I don't want to dance. I don't want to move. I do on the inside, but I don't because there's people surrounding me, watching me. And I'm like, why do I feel that way? Why can I go get out on a stage, but when I'm down on the ground with everyone else, I can't dance, I can't be. And I feel like that comes from part of that feeling judged. When you're up on stage, people know you're good, because otherwise you wouldn't be on stage, and if you are, they know if you're not good on stage. But down in the crowd, where nobody cares, That's where you should be able to dance, but you're the most afraid because there's the most people who are closer to you around you, able to see you closely. And that's what we feel is judgment. But it shouldn't be. And that's not how we should feel. And that's truly not what it is. I think more often people want to see you dance, they want to see you move, they want to see you be you and do you, than to stand and judge you, and that be the thought that you're having instead. So, what I want to say to help you all with this issue, that hopefully will help me as well, is be more confident. If you find yourself in that situation, and you're thinking to yourself, I feel like if I say this, or I feel like if I do this, I'm going to be judged, do it anyway. Just do it. Put yourself out there. Let yourself be vulnerable. If you embarrass yourself, then that's just another lesson that you have learned. It could be a lesson about the people that you surround yourself with, or it could be a lesson about yourself. Maybe you do need some more practice. Maybe somebody says, hey dude, that was awesome, but you could use this. Don't always take criticism as harmful. Take criticism as helpful. They're helping you because somebody else somewhere may say, hey, this same thing, but they're a big time producer, and that's the one thing that you didn't do because you never did it in front of somebody else and let them say, hey, this is what you're doing wrong, maybe you should try this, or this is what seems like it needs a little work, why don't you try this? You have to let yourself be out there and be in front of people and let people see you for who you are before you really understand yourself. Because at the end of the day, only you are going to know what you like, what you want to do, what you want to be around, how you feel about different things. But there's always going to be other people judging you. There's always going to be somebody watching. You're never alone. I'm out here in the middle of the field and there's still people watching me. They can still hear me. They can still see me. I can see them too. They don't know what I'm talking about, but they see me out here doing something. And I'm sure they're wondering and in their minds judging. What is she doing out there in the field sitting? What do they care for? What do I care what they're doing? Why? I don't. We should all just care about ourselves and those who we surround ourselves with and try to bring each other up and help each other out and understand different things and love each other and just be happy. That's what truly life is about. So at the end of the day, guys, I just want you guys to go out and be you. Be you for you. I love you all, and thanks for joining me today. As always, stay amazing, love. Be back next time. Make sure you hit the button and subscribe. Leave me some cool little comments. Tell me about how a time where you felt being judged and you were able to confidently overcome that. Please leave that in my comments, and I will leave you an awesome reply back because I love talking to you all. So thank you so much. See you next time.